Hello, I'm Sarah Collins. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my favorite baby products. Now, if you're new here, you should know that I have one son. His name is Henry. He's almost 15 months. So we have had a little over a year of having a baby boy. And I'm currently pregnant with two baby girls. Yes, twins. So I wanted to take some time to go over what were of all the baby products that we got, because you always get a ton and you buy a ton as a new parent. You just don't know. And I watched a lot of YouTube videos as I was preparing for this. So I wanted to make my own of like, what are actually the things that I really liked? And I think these are all things that I will use again. Some I'm gonna get more of because we're gonna have still Henry as a baby. He'll be 19 months, hopefully, when the twins come. And so he'll still kind of be in a baby toddler phase. So he'll still need some of the stuff. And then we'll need to get more for the twins. So I wanted to go over my favorite baby products. And that might change as we add more, but for now, my favorite baby products. And if you couldn't tell, I'm in Henry's nursery today. So welcome to our baby nursery for our baby boy, and let's get started. Okay, what is this thing? You're probably thinking, this seems weird. This is called the nose FRIDA. Many people who have a baby will use this, I believe. There's a lot of times you see those balls, suction balls. I know that's what my parents had for me, was the suction ball things, and that's what they recommended for me, but they say that those are kind of gross because the snot gets stuck up there and you can't clean them very well. So this is the new thing. Now, a lot of people think that this is gross, but let me just explain to you why it's magic. And if you're having a baby, you need one. So this goes into the baby's nose, not typically your nose, to the baby's nose, like this. And then you suck on this end. Now the thing is, it's not gonna get, the snot does not get to your mouth. First of all, it would have to travel a very long ways to get to your mouth. But this comes off, so most of the snot gets stuck in here. You can see ours is cloudy because we've washed it a lot, because we used it a lot. So most of the snot only gets stuck in here. So you just end up washing this, putting this in the dishwasher, whatever you want. But there's also, if I can get my camera here to focus on this little guy, like spongy things. You can buy different ones of these. And so if snot were to get up in there, if you think they're dirty, then you just buy different ones of these and you replace them in here. So then the snot doesn't get through there to get to your nose. So it's you know, airy, so your suction can make it through, but none of the snot will. So it seems gross and you just do it, but when you have a newborn baby or a little baby and they're stuffy, you want to get that snot out, and their nose is too little for you to get your fingers up there or anything. This is a lifesaver. I love it. I highly recommend it. Get yourself the nose FRIDA. SPECTRA breast pump. Now, if you are going to be breastfeeding, I love this breast pump. So first and foremost, let me just say that is best. If you don't want to breastfeed or you are having trouble breastfeeding, that's totally okay. There's no shame here. I am not advocating that you have to breastfeed. I wanted to try it and I was able to do it, and I think a huge reason why I was able to breastfeed Henry is because he was born 6 weeks early, and so we were in the NICU for about 3 weeks. And the nurses and lactation consultants helped me so much, and so I was really on this regimented schedule of feeding. Even before he could eat, I would put him to breast and then pumping, and I did that for a really long time, even after we came home. So I would feed him and then pump, and so I had a good stash of breast milk built up. But when I was in the hospital, I was using a Medela pump that was hospital grade, and that worked great. And then we had gotten this through insurance. They covered the cost of my breast pump, so I went and got the SPECTRA because I heard a lot of good things, and we have a Milkworks in town and they had recommended the SPECTRA. So I got this one. This one is not battery operated. I think the light blue one is. Mine's like kind of dirty because it's been in a bag because I stopped breastfeeding at about 8.5 months, so I have not been using this for a long time. But I really liked it. I thought the suction was good. It was small and portable. Mine does require a plug-in, but a lot of times I would do it in my car because I have a plug-in in my car, so I would sit in the back seat and do it if I was somewhere out. It has a light on it, and you can adjust the vacuum and the cycle, and so I really like this breast pump. And I think the important thing to note is these are the little things. I did get I think I got new ones of these at one point because I felt like my suction wasn't as good, so I did replace these little cup thingies. And then I had to use different the things that attach to your boobs because my nipples changed size. At first they were smaller and then they got bigger, so if I was noticing some irritation, I would use different cone sizes. I can't think of what those are called, but so make sure you have the right suction cup size, whatever it is. It will cause you a lot less irritation. But SPECTRA breast pump feels like it's your right hand when you are breastfeeding and pumping. Okay, while we're on the topic of feeding, I have this Boppy pillow. So I really liked my Boppy pillow. One, I just think it has the cutest design on it. So cute. But this was great for when Henry was really little and feeding. I would wrap it around my waist so I can get you guys here. I would wrap it around here and lay him across here, so when I would feed him, he was, you know, right here at the breast, and I had something to rest my arms on, and he laid on this. Either way I was feeding him, and so it just really worked for us. I know with twins, I don't think that just this pillow is gonna work because I am gonna try to breastfeed them, so there will be two. So I am getting my breast friend from a friend who has twins, which is a little bit bigger and has like the back piece. And then I also there's a double Boppy that a lot of people will lay their twins in on the floor, because that's the other nice thing about this is you can lay them on the floor. It actually has this really great picture here where you can see how to use them as they age. So we would also lay Henry in this sometimes, and the dogs like it as well. So, you know, win-win-win. But I really like this pillow, and I'm gonna keep it and see if it comes into use at all with the twins. But like I said, I've got a friend who has twins who's gonna let me use the pillows that she had used for them. But this for one baby, 100%. The next thing I don't have in the room with me is we have the Keyfit car seat and stroller. So I really liked this. It is probably mid-line. It's not one of the super expensive strollers and car seat combinations, but for us it really worked. You buy a base, so we had 2 bases for each car, and then the car seat would just click in there. I love that newborn car seat, and it worked really well. And then our stroller was a Bravo, that works with the Keyfit, and so when Henry was little and still in his infant car seat, that car seat would just click right into that stroller. So I really like that. I don't have any experience with anything else, so I'm not saying that it's the best brand. I'm just saying that that is the one that we used and we really liked. we are going to be getting another Keyfit Chicco car seat and use Henry's old car seat because it's not that old, because he was just in it not that long ago, and we had no car accidents or anything while we were using it, so it's safe to use again. So we are going to get another one for the twins, and then we got a snap and go stroller so we can snap in those car seats there. I don't know if it works well yet because I've never used it, so stay tuned. This one, work with me here, I gotta grab it, is the bouncer. Now this is the bouncer that we have. We got it from a friend who had a little boy, and they said that they loved it and they used it all the time, so they gifted us this one. You can see it's very basic, nothing very fancy. I know that there are like baby Bjorn ones that are super expensive and fancy. But this one is pretty basic, but I use this all the time. So this little thing comes out. So when he was a newborn, when Henry was a newborn, I would actually just lay a blanket in here and lay him in here when I was like in the living room or something, because we have dogs, so I didn't always want him like straight on the floor. So I would lay him in here with a blanket in there, and he was just so little. Henry was born at 4 pounds 13 ounces, so for so long he was so little. He could just like curl up in here, and it has a vibrate function. That is, batteries are dead in now. But it was so convenient to just pop him in here, and I could like carry it places. He was light enough if I was moving from the kitchen to the living room, even though it's probably like totally against the rules. We would set it on the dinner table when we were eating dinner when he was super little, so we could see him at eye level. Again, this was before he was rolling or moving too much, but he would just sleep in here. And like I said, I know this one's not like, ooh, so adorable, but when I would lay like a cute little blankie in here, he really would look so cute. So we have this one, and we have one that's a little bit different that we also kept upstairs. So I'm gonna use both of these with the twins and see if they like them. We didn't use anything else really. I know there's like swings and the mama-roos. We didn't really use a lot of that. We just would put him in the bouncer, and that was pretty much all we had to do. This sound machine. Okay, so this is just one I got off Amazon. There is nothing fancy about this sound machine. I was just looking for one that would work well, that wasn't gonna cost me like $1 million, because I feel like they can get really expensive, and I was like, it's just a sound machine. But I was all about sleeping. I'm still all about sleeping. And I wanted to do what I could to get Henry to sleep. So we moved him from our room into his nursery, this room, at about 8 weeks old. And so we started using the sound machine then. We probably could have used it sooner. But this one has white noise, rain, lullaby, ocean, and a clock sound. We always just use the rain one, so it always sounds like there's a thunderstorm in here. And you can turn it up or louder, and there's a light on it. I don't use really any of that. We just have it, whoops, in the corner plugged in, and it's on almost all the time in his room. We just turn it on when he's sleeping. Oh, it has batteries, turns out, because it's not plugged in right now. So we plug it in. I have no idea how this is working. There's like, I've not put batteries in here. It's weird. I didn't even see a place for batteries. Anyways, wireless. It sounds like that all the time in here, and he sleeps really well through the night. And so this is one of the main things. And I think for the twins, he can now sleep without it. I still play it a lot, but I think once the twins come, I'm just gonna move this to their room. Honestly, I'm kind of cheap and I don't want a ton of stuff. And so I'm not a minimalist by any means, but it just seems like if he can sleep without it, then we'll just move it to the twin room and go from there. But it was super easy and affordable on Amazon. So the next item is a Lovey, and this was a gift from someone when we first had Henry. Our dogs got a hold of it right away, and it ate the ears and the tail off of it. But I can't remember how old Henry was. Obviously you don't want to put anything in their sleeping area when they're newborns, but once he got older to where he could have something, we put this in his crib with him. He didn't have blankets or anything, you know, we were still swaddling or using a sleep sack. But he started to become really attached to this, and he started sucking his thumb pretty early, probably around 5 or 6 months. And so sometime after that, I put this in there because I was a thumb sucker, I know, hard to believe, for a lot of my childhood. More than I care to admit. And I had what I called a DD, which was a blanket. And I remember how I would smell it when I would suck my thumb, and I remember, oh, it was like heaven. It was so comforting. So I really wanted that for my own kid, and so we put this in his crib, and he totally is attached to it. It's his Lovey. This one says, "I love mommy." And it is dirty. I've never washed it because I had one and I never wanted mine to be washed. So I'm letting him make it really, really gross. I try not to let it leave his bedroom, and I prefer it only stays in his crib because I don't really want him to take it everywhere with him. Mostly because I don't want it to get lost, because I understand how precious it is. But I just think it was so nice. Henry really never used pacifiers. He just started sucking his thumb for that self-soothing, which was super nice. And he got really attached to this Lovey, so it's his thing. Like, we have to have it now. He is very into it. It is his comfort thing 100%. And I'm a huge supporter of that. In fact, I bought a different Lovey that is in the crib, and he wants nothing to do with that one. So, Loveys. The next one, it's kind of gross. I don't want to hold it up. Okay. It is this Ubbi diaper barrel. So there are diapers in there right now, so I don't want to open it for you, but I really like this. It really does trap the gross smell a lot. We are upstairs in the nursery, and so it's like I don't want to take this downstairs all the time, and it has individual bags that you put in there. And when we had our shower, I think someone got us like a really big, like three big rolls of the bag, so we still have a ton of them left. So the Ubbi has been just something that I really liked. I like the way it keeps the smell out of the room for the most part, and it's easy to change the bags, even though it's disgusting. Diaper bins are disgusting. Okay, the other things that I'm going to talk about are really things from the nursery specifically that we have used. So one of them I'm not going to show you, but it's Alexa. We have an Amazon Dot here in the nursery. It was my husband's idea. He's very techie, much more so than I am. And at first I thought, like, okay, whatever, like...
I don't know that one.
She's talking to us now. I thought it seemed, you know, fine. But it actually has been really great to have Alexa in the room. Okay, I just keep saying her name. Because we tell her to turn on and off the lights. Alexa, turn off the lights in the nursery. So there's a lamp that we have it connected to, so you can see over here. I don't really ever use this overhead light. We just have Alexa hooked to a lamp. And so I say, Alexa, turn on the lamp in the nursery. and then she does it usually. Alexa, turn on the lights in the nursery. And she did it. So we are hands-free, which is nice when you have a little baby. Of course you can always go over there and turn it on and off if you don't want to say anything and wake a baby up, but it's pretty nice. I use her all the time if I'm getting him ready and I think like, Alexa, what's the temperature outside today?
Right now, it's 41 degrees. Tonight, expect a low of 29 degrees.
All right, now you know. And then I also have her play music. So I say, Alexa, play Baby Shark.
Baby Shark by Pink Fawn from Corey's Spotify.
Alexa, cancel. Alexa, cancel. So you can see, she works in numerous ways. So I definitely think when we have the twins nursery, we're going to put a dot in there as well, because it's just actually proved to be pretty convenient, and I feel like we will only find more ways to use it. And I like look forward and dread the day that Henry knows how to use it as well. So other things about the nursery, I'm gonna take you off your little stand here. So first is this. This is our dresser. It's from Ikea. I'll put the name on here of what it is. But I love, love, love this dresser. If you are a Pinterest person, then you have seen this dresser on many nursery pins. Sometimes people change the little, oh my gosh, pregnancy brain, you guys, I can't think of anything. The little knobbies on it, but it has just been great. We actually got another one in a different color for the girls' room. The drawers slide in and out really easy. I put these little dividers in here to keep it a little bit more organized. But I mean, if you can put it together, my husband put it together. It takes forever because it's Ikea, so it comes in many pieces. But I just find that it works really well. You can see some drawers are not as organized as others, but I love it. And it even has this cute like pattern at the bottom of the drawers. These are our diaper pail bags. So I just think it's super adorable, super functional, and works great in a nursery. Last thing are blackout curtains. So when you have a new baby, you really want them, it's hard to see with the windows there, but when you have a new baby, you really want them to be in the dark. So we have blinds, but let me see. Oh, there we go. So we have blinds, but we have got these blackout curtains also from Amazon. Not Amazon, I take that back, from Ikea. And they go from floor to ceiling, and they just work great. Normally they're closed. I had them open for videoing, but they're total blackout, and when I have them closed, I mean, it is dark as night in here. So we got some, they're a different color on the outside, but we got some of the same type of blackout curtain from Ikea the last time we were there for the girls' nursery. So, hey, well, that is the list of my favorite baby products that we used with our first child. Again, some of those I anticipate using a lot with our twins. Some, it'll be interesting to see what else, maybe the babies have different preference. Maybe because there's two, we need more of things, or maybe they just need different things in general. So that is what is on my list. I'm curious to know, what are those baby items that are must-haves for you, or things that you would die without with your babies. And if you have twins and you have ideas on the list I've given you or other things that we might need, comment below, because I need that information. Like, actually need it. Alright, thanks for visiting my channel. Be sure to check me out on Instagram, subscribe to this, and go to my website if you're interested in any of my career coaching and speaking availabilities. Now I just want to sing Baby Shark doo 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 doo, Baby Shark doo 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 doo. Is there a way to get that song out of your head? I don't even think so. Like, I actually think I like the song now.